G'day, I'm Luke from Drifta and we're here in the dot shed one afternoon. All the boys are knocked off and headed home. Big day today. Anyway, I just wanted to show you quickly this trailer. This is a trailer that turned up here about a week ago, and it was originally a base trailer. Okay, so it was just basically this part here. It had a lift up lid on it, and yeah, so what's happened, the trailer's come back, and Rich McDonald's owns it. He's from North Queensland, and he wanted to change the trailer around and turn it into basically an equipped trailer, which is what we've done. So sort of a good example to show you that if you do, start with the base trailer, we can option it up later on, no problems. So I'll just quickly show you the things we've done, and also a couple of new features which we're sort of working on. So what we did is put the wood box on the front here. So that's like a wood box, rubbish, things like that. You can put jerry cans in there as well, so that's gone on. I think we've done some batteries in here. So we've put a second battery in, and some of the electrics involved, the BCDC and the 25 amp charger. So we've done that in there. This used to be a tilting canopy. You can see here where the latches were, so we've sort of cut those off, put a new checker plate top on, and painted that up, so a new top on it, and we've also added the medium canopy. Righto, so that's gone on. So this is a 7-foot trailer as well, so it was basically a 7-foot base. Richard's got, as you can see, a heap of snow peak gear, so pretty cool there. Chikara table, fire pit, Uniflame cook set, and some bags and things. So he's got some good use out of those. We've also added a kitchen in. So full storage box and kitchen setup with the fridge, so we've been able to put that in. And also put the 270 rapid wing awning on as well. And we've also changed, he already had this frame, but we've changed this frame to do the adjustable brackets here. So if you take this pin out, that'll lift up and you can adjust the height of the awning. Added some lights as well. So we've done a fairly good makeover on it. And this side's much the same. Now, pretty cool little thing we've been doing, and we just sort of thought of this a couple of days ago, was this little dot number plate here. Now, as you can see on all the dots, and a lot of you would know, there's a unique build number on every trailer. So just the Drifta, DOT, Drift Off-Road Tourer, and 090, that's the number it was made. So we're up to about number 260 now. This obviously made a fair while ago. So we thought it'd be pretty cool to sort of do a little number plate on the back, and that's what we've come up with. So we've cut that out on the plasma cutter and just put a piece of plate behind it and coloured it orange. So just sprayed it with an orange spray can. Now we have bolted that on with stainless bolts, so you can actually take that plate off if you wanted to and change the colour. Alright, so what we're going to do, we're going to do this on all trailers now, and we've designed it so that it's retrofittable, so we can basically send this to you and you can just rivet it onto your trailer. It just adds a little bit of colour, and also it sort of highlights and shows a little bit more your unique number that every trailer comes with. Now we've also put this little piece on here, which again just adds a little bit of nice colour. We're now cutting this into the new jerry can holders, but this is the older trailer that didn't have this drifter cut in there. So as you can see, we've basically cut it into a plate, and all we've done is just painted a little rectangle of paint and then put this over the top. Right, so we taped it off with some masking tape, sprayed orange onto the jerry can holder, which also you can do yourself. So anybody who's got a dot that doesn't have this in here already, we'll send you this bit. You can spray the colour on, attach this little piece, and then it looks like one of the new ones. So that's sort of a pretty cool little thing we're doing now, just to add a little bit of dot bling, you could call it. I'll show you over here as well. So this is how they're like now. They're all got the number plate in there, and that was pretty good. But you see, you put a red jerry can in there, it would look nice with the red. But if you put a white jerry can in there, it didn't look so good. So that was the idea. We've got a few colours, and we're just literally bolting that in there like that. So you can orange, red, black if you wanted to. Even somebody wants yellow. And this one's actually going to be pink. So Andrew Loader, the guy who's got this trailer here, and you know, he's got obviously a bunch of girls in his family, so he's going to have pink max tracks and also a pink infill. So the thing is too, again, we're going to do standard as orange, but you know, as you can see, you can unbolt this and you could paint that any colour you wanted, so you can sort of change the colour if you like. So if you've got a Dighton or you're not sure, it's going to be orange. If you wanted to make it blue or anything, all you do is unbolt it, spray it up, and then put it back on again. So it's a pretty cool little feature in that you can sort of, you know, change it to suit yourself. If you've got a dot that we're getting built, if you're in the system, just let us know what colour and we can chuck that on for you. If you're not sure, it's going to be orange. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Now another thing what we're doing is this up here. And I was talking to Tofty this morning. Rich Mac doesn't know about this yet, but he soon will. One of the problems with the equipped trailers, and this is basically an equipped trailer, but Rich has got his own rooftop tent that he combines with it, so I think that's a little darchy. One of the problems is trying to stop the drips and the rain coming through this area here, and also at the back here over the top of your kitchen. It's always a bit of an issue. We've been supplying rhino racks with all our equipped trailers, which has been good, but the problem with the rhino racks, of course, there's gaps everywhere, and it's quite difficult to close these gaps off so no rain comes through. So what we're doing now is we're just making up a tray. It's a full welded tray, as you can see up here, and the boys have made that up pretty quickly this afternoon. Now we were going to paint it black, that's what I wanted to do, but the truck's going tonight to Brisbane, and yeah, we just didn't have time to paint it. So Rich, I'll chat to you about it later on. If you want to paint it up, you can. I'm not charging you for this. It's, you know, $250 just for the material. So I've chucked it on there for you, and it's pretty easy if you wanted to later on take it up and paint it. But we literally didn't have time to get it painted because I only got back here. I was down in Newcastle this morning, got back at lunchtime and said to the boys, you know, this is what we've got to do, and I want to do it on this trailer. I've got a little piece here. You can see for the water to come off. So if the trailer's, you know, reasonably level, you know, this little tray is going to fill with water. It's going to pour off here and come out this section here. So what that's going to do is stop all the drips, you know, all the way along underneath here, and that's going to be so much better. Now you see a little bit of sail track here. So there is still a small gutter that sail tracks under this and velcros to the back of the awning when this folds around. So yeah, the 270 will fold around, little gutter there, and that'll also stop the drips coming through here. So we're sort of thinking with any new equips, we're going to do a full tray like this and not offer the rhino rack, right? And what we'll do, if you want to use a rack, you know, for tying things down, of course, which you do, we'll get a couple of, or 3 of those long tie rails that you can bolt on. I think ARB has them. They're like an aircraft type thing, where you can move the little a ring pull so that you can tie down wherever you like. So if we had 3 of those, one down each side, bolted down with silicone so it's not going to leak, then that'd be, you know, still, like this is literally your roof rack there, okay? We've got the frame, and that supports it, plus this here, so you're not going to need to have a rhino rack anymore. And in fact, if you've got a dot that's got the rhino rack, and you'd like this system done, it won't be hard to do. So you could actually take your rhino rack off, you could sell the rhino rack, and we could basically fit this on for you, and that's going to be a better system than what you have. So pretty excited about that. This is the first one we've done. I only thought of it 10 o'clock this morning. I got back here about 12 o'clock. The boys whipped it up real quick, and they stayed back and fitted it up. So yeah, pretty excited to see how Richard goes with that. Alright, so I think, yeah, also what we've done here is we've added a 7 leaf. Now when this was, you know, just a base trailer, come with a 6 leaf pack, with all this extra stuff, of course, we've put now a 7 leaf pack. Yeah, anyway, so that's a bit of a look at this trailer that's been refitted out from a base trailer up to now an equipped trailer, and sort of a good idea to show you the things that we can do. One of the other things we're doing as well, because we've got this cut on the plasma cutter, okay, I've asked the boys to just cut an extra one of these, exactly the same, and we can now use that as the stencil. This is just a laundry bag. That's our new style laundry bag with a wider base. We're selling a lot of these. As you can see, we've got the brand now. We'll keep that here, and if you ever wanted a bag down the track, like a grocery bag or a laundry bag or a weekend, anything, we've got a lot of bags, and you wanted to personalise it with your own dot number plate, we can easily do that. It won't be any extra cost. We've got that anyway. So I've just done that for Rich like that, so you can sort of see. That's pretty cool, because the dot number is pretty special to people, and it's a unique number. No one else in the world's got a .090, you know, so pretty cool to have that. And if you do have this, we're going to retrofit these to all the dots, you know, so that's a bit of a big job for us. We're going to cut them all out, and if people want them, we'll send it to them. I think it'd be about $50 or something for a retrofit, because there's a fair bit of work mucking around in them. But we can send them out, you can bolt them on yourself really easy. And if you wanted to, anytime in the future, and you wanted a bag and you wanted to put this on there, we can do that at no extra cost on any of the bags. So that's a pretty cool feature, I think, as well. So right, a few new things and a bit of a look at the little base and the new style equipment we're going to be working on. Thank you very much.